If I was going to describe it to somebody who hasn't seen it before, I mean, if you know other Puccini, it's a very recognisable style. Some of the music is very similar to in its sort of colour and style to earlier Puccini works. Tosca, for instance. I mean, a lot of the music for the sheriff, Jack Rance, is very similar to Scarpia, the wicked police chief in Tosca. The sort of moody, dark colours, and it's, as you would expect, it's set in the West. It's set in California. It's not in the sort of sun-ridden California that we all know and love. It's actually set in the mountains of California in the gold rush in the middle of the 19th century. And it's a sort of a camp where people have arrived from all over the world. So there's a whole mixture of people. They've all got different nicknames. And you know, Happy and Lucky and Sid, because he comes from Sydney, and you know, there are all sorts of nicknames given to the miners, and they're all basically out for the gold. But the way we're setting it is that it's been going on for a little bit of time, and the gold is now slightly harder to get out of the ground. And so there's this sort of community. It's a very tightly knit community, but it's on a balance. You know, things can go wrong, fights flare up. And it's a very masculine piece. It's very brash. The scoring, the orchestration is very brash and bright, and yet it has moments of great tenderness as well. And our heroine, Minnie, the Golden Girl of the West. The Golden Girl, I mean, La Fanciulla del West is not the full title in a sense. Calling it the Golden Girl of the West is from the book, the play that it's actually, the Belasco play that it's actually originally based on. And she's a very unusual character. She's an unusual heroine even in opera, let alone just in Puccini's sort of canon. And because she has this, she's the sort of basically the only woman in the camp apart from a Native American. And everybody looks up to her, but they all have their individual relationships to her. She is, if you like, a mother to some of them, a sister to some of them, and for others, you know, they would like it to be a sort of a sexual relationship, although it isn't. So it's a fantastically interesting heroine. She's not just your classic sort of opera heroine who dies at the end.